Hello friends, welcome to my studio space. Today I'm going to give you a full tour of my cozy work area. I'm going to give you all the details of the different tech and devices that I use, all the accessories, and basically everything that you can see in this space. So come right in. As I mentioned in previous videos, I'm a software developer and freelance illustrator. I work from home. I have been since 2020 when COVID started. However, I do not have a dedicated studio space in the house, so I've always worked from my bedroom. It is a pretty small bedroom, so I knew I had to arrange the little space that I had available in the best way possible in order to make it as inspiring and cozy and as aesthetic as possible. Let's begin with my desk. I have the leg captain desk from IKEA in oak. I actually got it in two different sizes that I clamped together under here because I wanted to have a spacious angular desk where I could store all of my tech, my accessories, and all of my drawing materials. It has a drawer unit on one side, again from IKEA. I'm not gonna open this because it's super messy. I still need to buy some organizers for all the stuff that I put in this, but basically I use it to store all of my small tech, accessories, some essentials, refills, and cartridges for my printer, etc, etc. So things that I need often, so I like to keep them at easy reach but not on display. I have invested in an ergonomic chair that I got on Amazon. I knew I wanted a spacious desk because I like to sit cross-legged like this all the time, or even just with my legs up like this. And I feel like this chair has the perfect size that allows me to do that. One downside of this chair though is that it can't go back because the back is actually attached to the arms here, and the arms are attached to the bottom part. So if you are a person that likes to stretch out a lot and lean backwards on your chair, then I would not suggest to buy this particular one. One thing that I love about this chair though is that it has a headrest. Not all ergonomic chairs have a headrest, and for me it's super important. It is adjustable in height, so you can set it to your preferred height and then just rest your head over it whenever you feel any tension in your neck. The whole chair is also adjustable in height using this thing here. And this is very useful because when sitting, your head is supposed to be aligned with your monitor and your arms are supposed to make a 90-degree angle with your desk. For this reason, I usually keep mine pretty high, and I actually use a footrest for when I keep my legs down. Moving on to tech and accessories. On my desk, I organized everything in a way that makes sense for my workflow. I've got a monitor stand that matches my desk color and that I got on Amazon. I've got my two laptops that I keep down here so they are out of the way when I work. I use a MacBook for my freelance illustrator work and a Windows PC for my software developer job. They are both connected to my monitor, which is a Samsung Biofinity S9 monitor, which has been great for my workflow because it is in 5K resolution, and it also allows me to seamlessly switch between the two laptops whenever I want, just using this remote. And this has been great for me because now I can finally see both laptops on a bigger screen without having to go into too much trouble. For both laptops, I use this Logitech keyboard and mouse. These two are also super great for my workflow because they have this functionality that lets you pair them with more than one device. So it's super easy to switch between one and the other. You just have to press a button to pair them with the correct device. This mouse especially might be my favorite purchase of 2024. I have never tried such a comfortable mouse. Honestly, I've also tried Apple's trackpad before, but my hand used to hurt all the time after work, while ever since using this Logitech vertical mouse, that it's a very comfortable and ergonomic, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. So highly recommend this mouse. This is not sponsored, by the way, but I just really love this mouse. They also have it for lefties, which is great too. Other than that, I usually keep my iPad down here as well, but I'm currently using it to display my notes for this video. So I don't have it at the moment, but I usually keep it down here above my MacBook. Then I have my hard drive that I keep connected to my monitor. I've got a little drawer here that I use for essential items that I use every day. So I like to keep them at easy reach, but again, hidden so they're not on display. I've got my phone, watch, and AirPods charger over here. I love that it has a way to place the phone in a vertical position instead of just having it lie down. So every time I get a notification or something and I just need to check the phone, I don't have to take it out of the charger to look at the notification, but I can just leave it there and just unlock it. Then on this other side, I've got my Kindle on its stand. I just recently started reading in the morning 20 to 30 minutes, so I like to keep my Kindle at easy reach and close to me at all times. Then I have my Wacom Cintiq Pro over here. It's attached to a flexible arm that allows me to bring it closer to me whenever I have to use it. I just got this recently to improve my workflow and make it more professional in a way. On this other side, I have a LED lamp or LED. I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but basically I use it to take brighter pictures and videos. Then I have my AirPods Max attached to this sort of magnetic arm. I love buying these things because they help me keep my stuff at easy reach but out of the way. Then I have this arm stand or whatever it's called that is clamped to my desk here, and that I have attached my Blue Yeti microphone to. I use this microphone all the time to record my podcast episodes and my voiceovers for all of my videos. Then we've got this beautiful wooden tray that I use to keep my water bottle near me all the time, so I don't forget to drink water during the day. Don't forget to drink water, guys. And also where I keep my matcha latte in the morning. I like to use this other side of my desk, which is right under my window, so it's usually very bright, to do my traditional work. In fact, you can see that I have my electric sharpener here. I sometimes like to play with color pencils, watercolors, and alcohol markers, as well as doodle in my sketchbooks sometimes, so I just use this part of the desk to do that. Above the desk, I added 2 shelves that, again, I got from IKEA to store some more accessories that I frequently use, like, for example, my tripods for phone and camera. This is a box with envelopes and stamp and things that I use for my goodie bags for Patreon. I've got a cable storage with the cables and adapters that I frequently use. My PS5 controller that I paired with my iPad to play Genshin Impact. Some color pencils and wrapping paper. I like these shelves a lot because they complement my desk very nicely, and at the same time they help me keep stuff more organized and just out of the way. One of my biggest pet peeves is to have too many things lying around and not having enough space to move. So those are a great solution for me. Another big pet peeve of mine is cables. I cannot, for the life of me, stand the sight of cables. Unfortunately, there isn't much I can do for this cable over here for this light because I don't have a power socket over there. this one is the closest one to the light. So I'm just gonna have to leave it there. But for the cables under my desk, I got some organizers that help me hide all of the cables and just keep everything more tidy for the sake of my mental health. I've also added some personal touches to make the space feel more mine. We've got, for example, this adorable cat lamp that I got on Amazon again. Then we've got a couple of plants back there to make the space feel more cozy and green. I plan on getting more plants in the future, but I first wanted to make sure I was able to take care of them. While down here, I've got a cute chocolate jar that I keep here to satisfy my sweet tooth, along with a candle and a lighter that I sometimes use to create the right ambience and the right mood. One of my absolute favorite parts of this room is the wall behind the monitor, where I've hanged some of the art prints that inspire and motivate me the most. Some of them are mine, but some other are from artists that I know from Instagram, for example. We've got Sarah Faber, Poopy Cat, and Sibylline Mayne. I'm going to leave you their handles in the description of the video so you can go check them out. If you're interested, please go check them out because they are absolutely amazing. And I've also recently got this small mirror that I like to use whenever I have to take my own expressions and hands as reference for my illustrations, and basically just to take cute pictures, honestly. Moving on to storage solutions. When you're working from home, especially if you're working with both digital and traditional media, I think staying organized is key. So I've got this handy cart, again from IKEA, that I use to store all of my traditional art supplies, along with some sketchbooks and my hard drives. While behind the cart, I've got this huge shelving unit that I use for my printer, my scanner to scan my traditional works, my label writer that I use to write down the addresses of my patrons whenever I have to ship out the goodie bags. I've got some paper supplies over there, while down here I keep some more boxes with more envelopes and stuff that I use for shipping, my cutter that I use to cut my prints, and some other accessories. Since my studio space is actually my bedroom, we've also got this bed area on the left side of my desk with obviously a bed. Then we've got a small bookshelf where I like to keep all of my favorite books and also books that I still need to read, along with some documents in the wooden boxes. Then on this other side, we've got another small shelf with Lego Mocha on it. This is one of the cutest things that I have in this room, and what is even cuter is that Mocha tries to make friends with this thing all of the time. She just goes up here and tries to sniff her and make her move, and of course she won't move. So she gets disappointed but tries again like every once in a while, and it's the cutest thing. Then on the other side of my desk, I've got my small wardrobe with a full-length mirror. This is the mirror that I always use to take my OOTD outfit of the day pictures that I always post in my Instagram stories. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know that. Of course, I also created a special corner for my not so little furry companion. I got her dog bed here under my desk, and then on this other side I've got her 2 bowls for water and food. This way she can keep me company while I work and just relax in my creative space with me. Last but not least, let's talk about ambience. As an illustrator, it is essential to me to work in a space that fosters creativity and productivity. So I have curated this space to be warm and inviting no matter the weather. This was a non-negotiable for me. When it's sunny outside, this room usually gets very bright in the morning, so that light is enough to create the perfect atmosphere to work in. However, when it's the afternoon, like around the someday, and also when it's cloudy outside or raining, the room gets pretty dark and gloomy. So I ended up placing a couple of lights in the room, one above my desk over the shelf there, and one above my bed over the bookshelf that I showed you before. I can easily turn on both lights at the same time with this remote. Both lights are from IKEA and the whole smart lighting is from IKEA and the remote as well. This remote is pretty useful because not only it lets me turn on both lights at the same time, it lets me adjust the intensity to my liking, so I can increase it and decrease it, and also I can change the color of the light, which is one of my favorite features that I love to play with. I like to set the color to a bright and warm tone during the day while I work because it makes me feel happy and just inspired to tackle my tasks of the day. While in the evenings, I prefer to set the lighting to a more orangey or even purple and pink tones that help me relax more and wind down to prepare to go to bed while I read or watch TV shows or draw. In order to avoid straining my eyes, since I have to look at a screen for the most part of my day, I also installed a Philips Hue light strip on the back of my monitor that helps decrease the contrast between my eyes and the monitor itself, especially when it's gloomy outside and the room gets a bit darker. It is customizable with lots of different colors and intensities like my other two lights, so it's super fun to use and it's also perfect to create the right atmosphere while working. Finally, to make the space even cozier and also make sure the room smells good, basically, I also like to use my aroma diffuser that I got from Muji. I just pour some water in along with a few drops of my current favorite essential oil, which is jasmine, and then pick a timer so the diffuser automatically turns off after a fixed amount of time. This specific model also works as a lamp with two different intensities, so it can also be used to create more ambient light if needed and just make the space feel even cozier. Alright friends, thank you so much for tuning in to my 2024 studio/bedroom tour. I know working from a bedroom is not ideal, especially if it's a small one like mine, but I still love this space because it feels uniquely mine. Everything has its own place and is at hand's reach, so it's very good to optimize efficiency. And remember that even if you start small, the important thing is to start somewhere. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I'll make sure to link everything that I mentioned in the description of the video. And hopefully this video can inspire some of you to create your own creative sanctuary. So a place that works for you and makes you feel productive and creative. So thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to leave a comment down below to let me know if you like the video or if you have any questions about it. I love going through your comments, guys. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.